timing, Morgan. Good timing. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. How are you guys doing? Yay. Getting everybody coming in. Okay, so tonight, I'm not going to be able to read my phone like I usually do. I'm going to do it from my laptop because my phone has to be up higher than normal. So we're going to see how this goes. And I may have some lighting issues. My husband hooked me up with some lights, but we're going to see how it goes, guys. We're going to see how it goes. This is what I we're not going to make this exact one, but this is what I'm going to try to make with you guys again. I made this about 6 years ago and it is made out of paper bags, and I'll go through this one and kind of show it to you, and then I'll show you, we're going to go step by step. This is part 1 of I don't know how many. So this will be basically teaching you how to take paper bags and make your own journal. And you can use all different sizes of paper bags. You can use, like I saved some. Like this is a just one that you get like take home in, or take out in, and you can use bags that size, or you can use like this size. The bigger ones. This is from Sally Beauty Supply, and this is much bigger. You can use them that size, and you can use them. Let's see, like this size. This is from Gilly Hicks, Hollister, and so this is quite a bit bigger. You can. So it depends on how big you want your journal to be. Yes.
Do I need to unload that?
No, you wait. You wait a couple hours.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Someone was over there trying to take it out.
No, tell him to calm his
Take it
butt
out,
down.
and he
Tell
was
him to
sitting
calm
there.
himself down. Okay, so this one was made out of, I couldn't find the exact bags. I have some bags in storage that I made this one out of, but these are bags that you can get from they sell these bags, they used to at Michael's, and these are just brown bags, and they are approximately 11, they're just about 11 and an eighth inches by about 5 and 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so that's what this bag right here is. That's what we're going to use today for the bag, for the journal. But what I made this one for is for like a baby's you know how people are always taking pictures of the baby every month to see the progress. This was for my one of my little nephews, and they never really used it, so I got it back from them, and it's just kind of like a sample now. But so this is the front cover, and this is the inside. I need something to show you guys. So you have a little pocket here in it, and this one does not have a pocket on that side, but you can leave the end open and make a pocket there on that end if you want to, or you can close those up. It doesn't matter. So, you put your photos here, and this has the big number 1, and you can put a photo in there. And then, you could write little on these, you could write little what he did the first month, whatever. He opened his eyes a lot, he slept a lot, whatever, or she, but this one was a little boy, so. And then here's the next pages. Now this is the bottom flap of the bag. This part right here is going to be this part of your bag. And so the bigger the bag, of course, the bigger the flap. But that's what that part right there is. So this was second month, and then a little card tuck on this one. And then it goes on and on. Here's page 3 with a little card tuck. And then 4. And these are really simple. As you can see, I didn't distress this. I kept it really, really simple because if you're going to make this for a gift for somebody, um, you don't always want to distress their stuff because they might not be into that look. But I did ink up that little tuck right there. But I can't get that back in right at the moment. But very simple, very easy. You can just pick some paper that you like a lot. This would be good for a wedding engagement or something like that too. But and you can do it as many pages as you want. This one is going to be 4 bags, and gives you this many pages. This one I did made the tuck underneath of the numbers here. And we're going to play a game tonight, guys. We're not doing Family Feud tonight because it'd be too much of me watching the chat. but we are gonna play. I'm just gonna ask you some questions. We're gonna keep it interactive for you because you guys, if you've been here before, you know I like to make it interactive. I do have things in the buy it now. I have my new soap is listed in the buy it now. The soap, I'm not labeling it a fundraiser, guys, because of issues, you know, if you have a fundraiser. But I'm letting you know that I'm don't normally make the soap. I may continue to make the soap, but for now, the soap up until September, all the soap that I make and sell, I'm using the proceeds to help me defray the cost of my mission trip. So I only have two flavors in there. Hi, lady. So I have 2 flavors in there right now, and this one's called Wise Guy, and I named it Wise Guy because it has frankincense, myrrh, and cinnamon bark, and that's why that one's named Wise Guy, and here's the ingredients on it. Okay. And it's not a super heavy scent. Probably my next batch, I'll make it a little bit heavier scent. But if you don't like a heavy scent, and I mean, that was my first time ever making soap, was this one. So I think it turned out pretty good. And then this one's Just Relax. Just relax, guys. That's how you have to say it too. When you pick it up, you have to say just relax. But this one, I learned that about setting up. It's set up a little bit, but I learned for the next time. But this one has peppermint, eucalyptus, vanilla, and sandalwood, and all of those are good for like if you have a tension headache or if you just need to relax or whatever. All those essential oils are really good for that. And there's the ingredients on that one. So those are in the buy it now, and they're $6 each. But let's get into this. Thank you guys for being here. Five of you sticking around. Now we're gonna get people that come in at the end, and they're gonna be wanting to know all the instructions. And I'll be like, you missed the beginning. But anyhow, so I have an extra bag. So what we need to do with these bags first, and you don't have to do this, but with each bag, since these were 11 and like an eighth inch, I'm going to trim off like an eighth of an inch here on all of these because I like the even numbers and I don't really like that jagged edge. So that's what we're going to do with 4 of these. Like I said, we're going to do this one with the fourth, and I have a backup. So let me get my paper trimmer. Get my handy dandy paper trimmer out. I already have some of these marked. Um, but I was trying to figure out too, like what my theme. I wanted my theme to be. I originally collected some things at Christmas time to do like it's gonna do like a true junk journal with with all the like that did not cut. Am I gonna have to change my blade? Am I gonna have to change my blade? Um with all like the wrapping paper and stuff you get at Christmas time. There we go. And then I decided not to do that. Yeah, my blade might need to be changed. I don't really want to change my blade live, but we'll just trim it up. We'll make do. So there's one. Oh, I didn't mark this one. Let me mark this one. Get it marked here. So let's see. Those of you that are here, let's ask a question. Where did my questions go? We asked that one last time. Oh, no, 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 no. Not going to do that one. Oh my gosh, this might take you guys. Let's just do this one. I'll just do this one. Take the first letter of your name and use that to say describe yourself, like your personality. So, like Faith, you would use the letter F. Um, Mary, you would use the letter M. Mac made a bin. What did you did? You just gifted. Oh, who did you gift to? Who did it end up gifting? Earthy. You're earthy. Because her first letter of her name is E. You guys, this I might have to change this blade. I don't think I've ever changed this blade. Not that I remember. I'm sure I did, but oh, we're gonna stand up and put some pressure on it. So take the first letter of your name and describe yourself with it. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna mess up the table here. Well, we only have to. Fruity. You're fruity. Mary. There we go. Thinking, but your dictionary's empty. Your dictionary's never empty. What are you talking about, girl? Okay, let's see. Um, this doesn't work on my regular paper. I'm definitely gonna have to call my daughter in here or my son-in-law in here to change this blade for me while we're horsing around. Yeah, 'cause this is not working. I have another paper cutter, but this is the one I like. I don't like my other paper cutters. Let me text Courtney. Use a C word to describe yourself. Yeah, that's right. She's not reading the chat. She's just here. Okay, let's get this, and then I'll get somebody to cut this or change this blade for me because I don't know if I know how. I got the blades. I do have blades, so that I'm a step ahead there. Let me text Morgan real fast. Courtney, describe yourself. You're funny. Let's see here. Guys, that might have went to a blank screen for a second, but I have to text Morgan here real fast. So I'll let them do it. Jolly or jovial for me, for since my name starts with a J. Okay, so I trimmed those all down, and it's a crappy trim because my cutter. Okay, next up, what we need to do is we need to take all these flaps, and we need right in here. We need to tape these, either tape them or glue them, whatever your choice for. You're fierce too. She is fierce. She's a little flaky sometimes too. Oh, this blade, I'm not sure, and that's why I said, Devin, can you guys figure out how to take that out? I need it chained off. No, I have more blades in here.
How are you supposed to do it?
I'm not sure. That's why I wanted you guys to try to figure it out while I'm doing this.
You want us to work together?
Either this one or a small one. I'm not sure which one of you. That's funny. Want us to work together?
This is a small tiny. You think that's gonna fit?
What are you doing? So it's this one then.
You sure this doesn't come off?
I don't know how it works. That's why you're in here. They're like, how does this work? I don't know how it works. No, I'm not talking about you, Bolo. F. F flaky. See, that's why I said him to come in here too. So is it these small blades or is it the big blades? Don't
It's
cut
the
yourself.
small one, Mama.
Or do I need one with the center in it like that?
This has a center.
That's not what I'm asking. Okay, so we need to glue these down. So let's get these glue. Let's get this glue in.
Not very prepared.
No, I thought I was. I thought I was. Okay, so I don't know if you guys use Sookwing. I use Sookwing tape.
That one has an X on it.
And you can use the X or the other one. Just use the other one, just to be safe. And then sometimes I use this glue. I don't know. It just depends on what mood I'm in. This glue and this glue. So we're gonna try a variety of them. Seems with the heckling. I know. I'm always a heckler. I'm a heckler. So what did she? So she gifted it to you, flippin' friends. You got the Just Relax soap. What is she trying to tell you? What is she trying to tell you?
I didn't even get to smell this one.
I thought you did smell it. Okay, so we're gonna go through, and you're just gonna wanna. And what I do, if you guys use Sookwing tape, this is stuff once it's down, it's hard to move. So that's why I use a two glue method. And so if you use the wet glue, will let you move the sook wing around, and then when it dries, then you don't have to worry about it's got a bond. But I'm telling you, if you guys use that stuff, you know what I mean. It doesn't let you move anything. Okay, so on all your flaps, you're gonna go through and we're gonna glue these down here. Oh, what am I doing? See, I'm all messed up with my cutter. We're gonna do these first. We're gonna do this first. You didn't see that. Yeah, just relax, girl. Just relax. So, you guys, I kind of when I craft, this one was a little bit hard for me because I kind of fly by the seat of my pants. Kind of fly by the seat of my pants. And I don't usually always know what I'm doing until I get it done. And then we're gonna glue this part down.
We might have to buy the whole thing.
Oh, I'm not excited.
I'm kind of scared I'm not coming home.
So I have to buy the thing with the blue in it. Double check there's nothing in there or in that
I
drawer.
don't know. I have my phone on me. So.
That's why she's your bestie, because she's sweet. She is sweet.
Trimmer blade. Yeah, this one I think will work.
Yeah, I gotta give you the right materials.
No, he's very on par.
Okay, let's come up with another question for you guys. So you glue on top of those and then you got it down. So you don't want to glue the center there, okay? You don't want to glue the center. You want to use that for your tuck. So we got that glued, and then while we're gonna glue this down, we're gonna go ahead and glue all this seam. Actually, I'm just gonna tape this seam.
So you push that, pull it up, and then you just pull that out.
Oh, okay. I knew there needed to be a man in here though to do it.
Well, I don't know. Dad probably would take the whole thing to the garage.
Well, you're probably yeah. Let's be honest. Okay, so we're gonna run this in here. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Devin and Morgan. You're welcome. Yeah. So we got that all lined up in there. Okay. So now we're going to do this side. And this just keeps your bag from opening up. Kind of gives it some stability. We're going to do this to all four bags. Okay? You're doing this to all four bags. I'm going to get you a question here. I'm going to get you a question, guys. I'm going to get you a question. And then we can leave the end open, okay? We can leave the end open. And I should burnish this. It would make it so much easier. Right here. If you burnish this tape, that's when you do this. It makes it way easier. And then push that down. So we got one page done. So that's all you do to those pages for right now. Okay? That's all we're doing with that. So we're going to do that to every single one. And while we're doing that, you guys can tell me what. Give me 3 of the best things of your life. 3 of the best things of your life. That's the question. 3 best things of your life. Now, if you guys don't have this kind of tape and you have like a tape runner or something, you can use that too. I just have found that this lasts for the apocalypse usually. This kind of tape. If I use that tape runner, if I go back to journals that I have done over the years, at least in Florida, it seems like they don't last. They're not stuck together, and then I have to go through and reinforce them. So it's just best to do this now. Invest in a little bit of that tape now. God, Carl, Misty, Chase, Chris, Daytona. Your place. Oh, you're so funny. I'd simplify mine with family, God, and friends. Those are the three of my best things in my life right now. I mean, that's hard. If I had one more, I would say my health now because my health is pretty good. I can't complain too much about it. So that would be a number 4. So there we go. Through Whatnot has given me some of my best friends. If I had never come to Whatnot, I don't think I would have the friends I have. And it's just crazy the way God works that way. Hi, Jade. How are you, hon? We're taking paper bags and making a junk journal with them. Right now, we are gluing down all the little edges here where we're gluing and taping. Right now, I'm using tape to tape the little pockets right here in these. I don't know how far we'll get on this journal, but there will definitely at least be one more because there's no way I'll be able to finish it tonight. Because once you get into the embellishing part of it, it gets a little bit hairy and I'm very indecisive. So if you guys come back to the next one, you'll see how my brain works when I'm crafting. Um, but I do usually have to walk away from my project for a while to really get a better perspective on it. I don't know how people just sit and do something. So, you're Jade, if you're just coming in, you glue down just these little flaps on either side so that you'll have a pocket later right there. And then you glue down those little pleats right there. We have two more to do. Two more to do. I could have done this all ahead of time, guys, but then that means I would have had to do it all ahead of time. That wasn't happening. So, you guys know I've been doing my handmade show and trying to get ready for that. So, if I was doing this, I wouldn't be able to be working on that. So, and this table right here is where I do a lot of my laying out of my other projects, the flannels and stuff like that. I lay everything out here because we're in my craft room on this table. So I would have had to clear this table just to use it. Yeah, how my brain works. That's just how my brain works. But I think a lot of people's brains work like that, right? Because even like you're with your remodeling, I mean, you're looking at it you're not just deciding, making decisions like we're going to do this, boom, 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 boom. You kind of look at it. You've changed your mind on a couple things, and so, and in my mind's eye, I really didn't have an idea besides a Christmas one before for this, and then I changed my mind. So we're gonna do this is gonna be like a spring a garden journal is what this is gonna be. 10 mind changes per hour. That's right. At least, right? We're allowed to do that. Sometimes I do go into projects where I'm just like, this is what I want to do. And I know exactly, like, I'll buy paper where I'm just like, I'm gonna make a journal with this exact paper. But that with like I said, this I did not do. And we are screwing this up big time because this is you guys, I'm telling you, this stuff sticks like okay, there we go. I didn't have it stuck down. That's probably why. Oh, holy Moses. Okay, let's see. Go this way. There we go. Okay. Got this flap. We only have one more bag to tape off after this, and then we can go to the next step. So you guys, hi, Lucky Day. How are you? Now, Lucky Day does junk journals, or she used to. But she has a I think from what I've seen, don't you have them on Instagram or somewhere? It seems like I've seen your work somewhere. Um, I really like your style a lot. I really admire it, but my brain cannot work in that style. I always love it. Um, you have more of a Tim Holtz brain, I think, than I do. So there we go. We're making hi Dazzle. I miss Dazzle. Oh, I see. Yeah, 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 yeah. Insta and TikTok. Okay, I don't have TikTok. Satan's app. I don't have that. Yeah, I don't go in there. Um, oh, you haven't had time to do it in a while? Yeah, because you're selling that jewelry 24/7. Okay, so this is a paper bag, Lucky Day, and we got four of them. These are just the ones you can buy at Michael's. But who's Tim? All the time. And I need to turn on my fan. Um, we're just basically I'm doing it. Nobody else is doing it. We're all watching. We've already got to that point. But I'm gluing down these little side flaps right here. And I use the Sook Wing and the glue both because I don't trust that I get it in the right spot always. So I use the wet glue. Gives me a little bit of more time to screw things up. I'm not Tim. You guys, I don't know. I don't know what I said. I don't think I said Tim, but if I said Tim, then that's what I said. I don't know. I don't know Tim. Okay. See, now you guys know how it feels. I always say that. Oh, Tim Holtz. Tim Holtz. Yeah, I'm not Tim. Yeah, then you didn't catch me say that. I said she does more of a Tim Holtz style. I said, but I'm not Tim. Now I got what you're saying. Thank you, Flippin'. Somebody's paying attention. Yeah, Tim Holtz is on. He makes lots of different products, and he does YouTube videos. Actually, I watched one of his. I think it was um last week or the week before. He was on YouTube and he did like a Valentine's thing, and he was describing his method for getting stuff together for how his brain works too. Like he said, sometimes he doesn't know what he's gonna do until he starts doing it, and so that's kind of like what I do. But and he was just saying get some baskets. But who is that? I'm explaining who that is. But he gets like baskets like this and then just kind of throws stuff in them. And so that's what I did. I was like, okay, I might use this. I might use this. I might use this. And so I did that. And the only problem is I don't like the whole you got to put it back up afterwards. I don't like that. Oh yeah, he's just a creator. Um and he has a lot of products to sell. Okay, so we got 4 of these now. We got 4 of them done. So now what we want to do is we're going to fold these in half. We're going to fold them in half. Okay. And then we're going to score them, or I should just say burnish them. Because I was thinking about scoring them and I decided not to. So they got a nice crispy center there. Okay. Nice crispy center. So we're gonna do this one. That's fine. Okay. Um, we're gonna just put them every other way. So we're gonna do that one that way. Okay. Fold this one in half. See? Do I want to do that? Yeah, I do. I'm talking to myself, guys. I might change my mind later, but we'll fold it this way for right now. I might change my mind. but this is what we're doing right now. Okay, next question. What what have you done in the past few months that you are proud of? So what have you done in the past few months that you're proud of? Hmm. I know I went through my craft room and got rid of a ton of stuff, but guys, I brought in a bunch of stuff too. So there's that one. So what have you done in the last month that you are proud of? Past few months that you're proud of. Come back to Whatnot. Yeah, that's a good answer. I like that answer. Okay, so now we have four of them. So what I'm gonna do is like do every other. So one this way, one that way, one this way, and one that way. Okay, nope, 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 nope. Okay. So every other. That way it's not gonna be so bulky. It's not gonna be so bulky. You're grateful for recovering. You're up to 5 miles a day. Good. Oh, good for you. I'm still only doing mile and a half. John tries to push me. Hey, 57 Grover's in here. I didn't see that. What did she say? She's my chat, sorry. Where's 57 Grover? Why can't I see her? What did you say, 57 Grover? You're gonna have to put it back in there. I don't see it. Lost 102 pounds. Awesome. That's awesome. That is awesome. You rented a dumpster and threw out so much junk. Oh yeah, see that's my word of this year is I do not see where it doesn't show on my computer. Oh, yeah, it does. Johnny, you're an idiot. I see it now. I see it now. Yes, congratulations. Okay, so now we're going to you guys, I don't know if you have one of these, but if you don't, you can figure out a different way to do it. But this is a crocodile or something like that. I don't know. It's one of those hole punchers. And it's like it also does like brads and stuff like that. But we want this really big hole. We want the really big hole. Okay. So many good things. You're right. So we're gonna go down the center, and how far do I want that in? Yeah, we're gonna go all the way in there, and we're gonna just punch a hole, and we're gonna punch a hole in this end too. Okay. So just punching holes, punch, punch, punch a hole, punch, punch, punch a hole. Why is that not? Garden Girl Digs, are you planning on coming to Whatnot? Okay, let's see. Punch this hole. Punch that hole. Could probably punch these together. She needs to. Well, I was saying if she did, she could do some tutorials on some. If she owns that flower shop, she could show us how to do some flower arrangements. I'm terrible at that. And then she could sell some fake flowers in her shop. Okay, so I just did both those at once. Okay, so now we got the holes in there, and the holes are going to be for our binder right here, guys. So you can do anything. You can use raffia. You can use anything. And you could put 3 holes in this if you wanted to lace it. You could staple it. I have a stapler that will get in there and you could staple it if you wanted to. You could sew it. So, some of them, people hand sew up and down with a really thick needle, but just to make it easy. Well, hi, Kat. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Just to make it easy, what we're gonna do later. I don't think I want to do this now. Do I want to do this now? I might regret this. I'm gonna do this now. Um, but we're gonna put this through here. You guys see how indecisive I am? Do I want to do this now? Maybe I don't want to do this now, but we're gonna put this through here. She'll work on you. Yeah, she'll work on you because now she's back in the whatnot thing. But you know, when she wasn't doing the whatnot thing, she wasn't gonna work on you because she now she's doing it. We're gonna keep her accountable. So we're just lacing this up because I'm gonna show you guys. I got lots of paper. I kind of picked out one for the front, but I don't really know what I'm doing with the pages yet. But we're gonna pull this through here, and we're gonna pull it through over here. We're gonna tie this up. So this is just a little bit of ribbon. I wanted a little bit smaller ribbon, but this is what I had. So this is what we're using. And that's why I'm shoving it in here. But it'll work. It'll all work. It's just crafting, guys. We don't have to be serious about it, right? You like those ideas? Okay. Yeah, you could put some fake flowers in your Buy It Now, and you could do some tutorials on how to flower arrange or just some arrangements for your house for the different seasons because I love to put out flowers for the different seasons. Okay. I don't really care about that. Okay, so we're gonna just tie it off here. And do I want to do a bow? I don't really want to do a bow. No, we're gonna just do this. And I'll probably trim that later, but we're not doing that now. Okay, so look at that, guys. Look at that. So we're all set. It's that easy. It's that easy. What am I making? Let me show you, Kat. I have one of these that I made a while back, probably about 6 years ago, for my nephew. And it's for like the first years of his life. So you just take plain paper bags, and you can use any kind of paper bags. It just you just got to make sure that you just cut your paper down to fit them, right? And so I made this little scrapbook for every month of his life that they could put up. You know how they put those little T-shirts on them and say, "Hey, he's 1 month, he's 2 months, he's 3 months." Let's see if I can find. So like this was 1 month, or that wasn't 1 month, but you know what I'm saying. It was a month that he was, and they always did that like little well behind him. So I thought the sea life would be cute, or like this was 2 months. So yeah. So I just thought that would be really cute because it's just a little tiny scrapbook that you can give to somebody, and it doesn't take a lot of materials. And if you're into recycling, you can just recycle a bag or a few. But I have a stack of bags that I bought in bulk. So anyhow, so that's what we're doing. Now we're gonna start with the front of it. And this is kind of the way I'm going with this is I really liked this page right here. This page right here. I liked this with the butterflies and all that. I kind of like this. These are from different lines, but I thought this kind of went with it. So we're going to use some of that. And I found these. I found these that say garden journal because I bought like a bag of junk. I bought a bag of junk. So that's I'm going to kind of go with that. That's what I kind of want my front to be. But then I have this 48 piece. These are 5x7s. And yeah, they do compliment, don't they? And so I had all this. So we're gonna use some of this, and we're gonna go through and use some of that. And I have other colors that kind of go with it. Um, I have like these butterflies that we can use in it. I don't know if you can see those butterflies, or these blue butterflies. And this, like some of this I'll get to next on the next tutorial. And then I have like this tag maker that we can do tags with. So we'll start with the front, but I have lots of different stuff around me. Oh, and then I also have some need to look at some of these because I have some of these too. And these might be kind of cute on the front. I don't know. So anyhow, we'll kind of go through it and we can I'll ask for your input as we go. But anyhow, I've got to make some decisions because on the front of here we have let's measure this. Now we're down to size about 5 3/4 by 5 1/2, but we're gonna cut it just shy of that. Let me write that down. Let me get something to write that down on a piece of paper or something so that I remember those measurements because we're going to need those a lot. Okay, so we have about 5. So what we would cut it, so what you're going to want to do, this is the problem with me crafting, guys. I get things everywhere. Um you're going to want to set it off. See on this one, you offset it a little bit. So since that's 5 and it's 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. It's a 3/8. It's 5 3/8. So we want 3/8. So I'll probably make it 5 1/8 is what I need to cut my paper at. So that way it'll give me an eighth of an inch on either side. And then this is 5 3/4. So we'll make it 5 1/2. We'll see. Okay, so that's what we got to make that. And then we'll know that like every other page, like that inside page, this inside page, all those pages are going to be at that same measurement. Okay, that's why I had to write it down. But like we'll have different measurements for this pocket and for this piece. Those will be different measurements. So you can even go and write on here 5 1/8 by 5 1/2 because those are all going to be covered, right? So let's see. So I could have flopped this one. This is what I said I was going to maybe change my mind, but I didn't. So I could have flopped that around to the inside so I had that pocket on that one. But then let's go ahead and make this measure. We'll make this measurement while we're here so we will know it. This one is 5 3/4. Duh, Johnny. So that one's gonna be 5 1/2, approximately 5 1/2 by we're gonna make this about and 3 3/8, but it really hangs over a little bit. And we can let it hang over, that's fine. So let's do it because of the fact that it's just a pocket and we can always trim it if we want to. So let's just go ahead and actually we'll just do a half, 3 1/2, and we can trim that later. So that's for the flap. And then this one, you want to tuck it in a little bit. Well, I did glue those, so I could have glued those later, but I didn't. So Um, this is 2 inches. So we're gonna make that 1 and 1 3/4 because we want to give room right here. So mm, no, we're gonna do 1 7/8. Well, I'd rather trim than not because I don't want it hitting these either. So you have to think about that. So this is the thing with making a from scratch junk journal is you kind of got to take the measurements and figure it out as you go. And like I said, this has been forever since I've made this. So honestly, if I were to do this again, I probably would have waited to do these. You can wait to do those flaps. That way you can tuck your paper in underneath there a little bit better. But we didn't. So that's what we got. That's what we got. So we'll make it work and it'll still look fine. Okay, so 5 1/8 by 5 1/2 is what we need for this front. So now we need to decide what we want. as far as I really liked this yellow butterfly. Let's see if they fixed my cutter here. They said they did, so let's check it out, guys. They said they fixed it. I'm gonna trim this little piece off right here. Hmm. Hmm. What is wrong? Okay. So they did. They fixed it. Yay for Devin and Morgan. Um. Okay. So I really want to the pivot. Yeah, the pivot. Exactly. You got to be ready to pivot, right? So what did I say? 5.5 by 5 1/8 by 5.5. So this would be my 5 1/8, and it would definitely the butterfly would be in the center. But that might be too ginormous. That might be too ginormous for. See what this 5 1/8. I kind of like that down there. That one off the edge. That would be 5 1/8 right here, about right here by 5.5 by about right there. Yeah, let's do that, guys. Let's go for that. I wasn't thinking that one originally, but let's do that. So we're approximately right in here. So, well, I just lost my mark. Oh, there it is. It's like I just marked that. Okay, 5.5. I can put this out and measure this. 5 1/2. Okay, so we're saving those scraps for the inside. So theirs will be our cover. What do you guys think about that? I kind of like that. See, there you go. And that'll go on the center there. Yeah, I like that. But this is what I want to do first, and I might not like this idea after I get going on it, but this is what we're gonna do. So you can do like where you don't put all your bags together and you do each page at a time. I've done that too, but I have this picket fence distress ink. You love it? Awesome. I might try this, but I want to kind of test it on I want to kind of test it. So I have these little Tim Holtz, Tim Holtz, and these are like little foam things. This is my board here. I think we're gonna use this piece of paper. It's the same color as I want to see what this looks like because it's been a while since I used it. So I ink it up, and the way I ink, everybody doesn't ink like this, but when I do it on a piece of paper like this, I kind of start in the side and then I go like that. Ooh, yeah, okay, that's soft. I was thinking it was gonna be way too not soft. Okay, we're gonna go with that. See, it just gives it a little bit of distressing look. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that before. So I think we're gonna do that on these edges here. Just kind of takes the harshness off of the edge. See? Kind of gives it a little bit of ah, thank you. And I'm kind of mushing you guys around. I'm sorry about that. Maybe I could move that so it doesn't mush. But we'll do we'll do these pages. I can't handle that. You guys are moving. Is that really like making you sick? Like if I do that because I noticed that I'm not used to it moving. Hopefully, it's not gonna make you sick. I'm gonna put that in there too. Make that consistent. Okay, because that would look awkward if it wasn't there. So we're gonna do that on those. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and ink up all these pages while we're doing this. Okay, let me give you guys another question while I'm inking. You guys can just watch me ink all you want, but let me name something about you that makes you smile. Name something about yourself that makes you smile. Not about somebody else, about yourself. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for being here. We're just making a little paper bag junk journal. It is available. It'll be in my past shows, but once it's gone there, you can check it out on YouTube under Seems So Vintage. I leave all those my tutorials up there so that you can go back and rewatch them. I do have stuff in the Buy It Now if you want to take a look at the Buy It Now. Something about yourself, your humor. You love to sing. Oh, Garden Girl. I'll tell you one thing I do like about myself is that I mean, I don't know. You guys are my friends. You can tell me. As I usually do try to, even when things are like not so great, I do try to stay positive. Like I'm like, yeah, I get down for a second and then I try to turn back things to positive because there's nothing you can do about it. So, okay, we're gonna for those of you coming in, this is Picket Fence by Tim Holtz. Your ridiculousness. That does not sound. You just mean how you're just like kind of off the wall. I'm gonna try to make this positive here. This is the one I messed up on, but we're ignoring that. Positivity is important. It is. It affects your health and everything, doesn't it? My husband is he's just naturally a critic, and so um I think for a while early on in our marriage, I kind of fed into that and not meaning I mean cuz to me the negativity or critiquing was different than the way he sees it. He doesn't see it the same way I see it. So I had to um kind of reimagine things, I should say. But he doesn't mean it as it comes across. So ones, yes. But they don't really mean it that way though, Faith. They don't know that they don't see it as a negative. They see it as a positive critique, right? Or that they're helping people be better. You know, they're there to just help you. But for those of us that are not that way, it comes across and it's very difficult to deal with. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought I was almost done, but it looks like I got a few more pages left. So they say. Yes. And that's what I think it is, right? If you had two, I think people of anything that are too too positive or too negative, you don't have anybody seeing the glass half empty, then that can cause a problem. I know it doesn't seem like it could cause a problem, but it can definitely cause a problem if you're just so happy and so gung ho about everything, right? I think there's way more pages in this book than I thought. It's like I think I'm done. Oh no, you got these pages to go. Got to be getting to the end of this book, right? But it is, if you guys use any ink or anything on your pages, it is best to kind of just do them all ahead of time. Um, because if you walk away from it and you come back to it, sometimes you do forget what colors you used. Um, I try to keep all my projects that I've started together. I have a few projects that I started. Then I went to Haiti and left. And you think I know what happened? No, I don't know what happened with those. I mean, I got them in the process, but I don't know what I used on them, what color markers I was using, or anything. So kind of sit halfway done. I need to get 'em out and I need to finish them because I have a couple junk journals that I started. And I was thinking about doing those on here one time, just finishing them on here because they were actually started, they're like travel notebooks. And I had intentions of giving them to certain people, but those people are no longer around. So, okay, so now we got this all inked up, kind of distressed looking. We can put this front on here and we'll go from there. Oh, the Enneagram. Oh, the Enneagram. Okay. Um, so on the Enneagram, there's 9 different numbers, and there's so 1 through 9, and each set of numbers, like 8, 9, and 1 is a group, and they're going to be the reactionary group. 2, 3, and 4 are going to be part of the heart group, and then the 5, 6, and 7 are part of the thinking group. And it's like similar if you've ever taken like Myers-Briggs or anything like that. It's similar to that, but this one is way more in detail. And I mean, if you're really having trouble dealing with other people or dealing with yourself, um, it will really help you hone in on why you react to people the way you react to them and why you do the things you do. So, but you can go to, let's see, uh, if you go to that truity.com, yeah, go to truity.com and you take the test. It's about a 10-minute test. There are some people that will miss test or test not their number, but those are like usually nines and ones usually miss test themselves. So usually all the other numbers seem to do pretty well testing. Okay, so it's nines or ones test wrong because they're so critical on themselves that they're always thinking that they're answering the wrong answer. And nines do it because nines can't really identify with themselves and they don't really know what they want. They just know what everybody else wants. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it'll help you interact with people, friends, and anything. If you own your own business, it will help you with your employees. I mean, you might not have any employees, but customers. Sometimes you might have a customer that comes in all the time, and then you start getting a handle of, oh, they do this because. I mean, you can't really judge people's numbers. You can kind of assume them, but you still makes you look at people with a different, like, oh, they might be this number, so maybe that's why they're reacting this way. And it just makes you have more compassion, honestly, just more compassion for people. um because Lord knows, Faith and I would not be hanging out together. She says it Flippin says it pegged me but seems already new, weird and fascinating. People pleasers? Oh boy, that might be me. Well, there's a lot of numbers that are people pleasers, but I wouldn't call 9 a necessarily a people pleaser. They just don't necessarily stand up for themselves until, I mean, they are in the anger group still. Nines are still in the anger group. But Faith is a 4, and she's kind of a people pleaser, but a 6 can also, which I'm a 6, can be a people pleaser at times. Just it just depends on who you're dealing with and why you're trying to please them and shut them up. So I would say that each number can kind of be a people pleaser. Would you say, flipping friends, that sometimes 2s can be people pleasers too? Yeah, silent anger. Yeah, they're brewing underneath. It's like the volcano ready to erupt. They'll go along to get along. If it doesn't bother their comfort zone, they'll just go along. But the minute that it starts bothering them, then they'll definitely tell you. So there we go. So there's the front. Got that on. Yes, big time. Okay, I thought so. Because they just want everybody to be happy too. So I don't know. It's like what is the crux of why you do what you do? Okay, so I wanted this to go on here, but you see my dilemma now. Hmm. 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 It's got to go that way. It's got to go that way. Might trim off that. There you go. There you go. I think I'm gonna try trimming off this little bitty border on this one because I can. But holy Moses, that is really small in there. Well, we done it now. We can't go back. We're gonna trim this sucker. Okay, we're gonna do that because I think that'll fit a little bit better on here. I really wanted to mat those, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't think it's going to be thick enough. Thank you, Amber Mill. Ambry Mill. Ambry. I don't know. I'm gonna call you Amber. I kind of wanted to mat these with this. Mm, I don't know, guys. That's what I kind of wanted to do. I think I'm gonna try it and see what we end up with. We're gonna do it anyhow, and if I don't like it, we can just not do it. But that's what we're gonna do. So we just want a itty bitty. We want this just to be itty bitty border. Hmm. You see my measuring here, guys. This is why, you know, homemade is not always perfection. Okay, that's what we're doing on that one. And then we're gonna see what this one, we're gonna cut this one down just a smidge. Just a smidge. And I'm no good at trimming this down in my hand. So this is what we're doing. We're gonna guesstimate this. Ugh. If it's wonky, I didn't make it. Just saying. Okay. Scientific seams. That's right. It's just like, it looks good. See, this probably needs less of a border now. Mm, that needs less of a border. Uh, so this little thing is crooked. This little thing is crooked. Um, I think it was supposed to be crooked, but this is what we're gonna do. I have other paper cutters, guys. It's just I have to dig them all out, and I don't have a lot of room here. Okay, so where did that thing go? Come here, you come here. Okay, so this is what I want to do. I want to do this. Oh, that's not bad. It's not my vision. It's not my vision. This beautiful butterfly that I liked so much is causing me problems, but we're gonna work with it. We're gonna work with it. You have a question. What was a life changing event in your life, friend? What was a life changing event in your life, friends? Is that right? Is that your question? Mm, I get. What was a life changing event in your life, comma, friends? Okay, I got you, girl. I got you. Oh, my life changing. I've had several life changing events, but the most recent life changing event, it's probably similar to what MacPac like said. Lyme disease is what hers was, and I think all of us would. I know Mary's the same way. It was like getting sick. Like I got sick, and was it a year? About a year and a half ago now, right, guys? And I had a TIA, like a mini stroke, and it definitely did a life change on me. I mean, even my I don't tolerate stuff like I used to, man. Like it turned my you saw my hair today, garden girl? You saw my hair today, right? Um I used to never ever have curly hair. And so it physically changed me to the point where now I have curly hair and I've never had curly hair before. So, yeah, so it mentally did a lot of things to me. Yeah. Yeah, it's like people that have cancer, right? It changes their when they lose their hair. But I was losing hair in clumps. And I didn't even find out that I had the curly hair until recently. I went and got my hair cut because my hair was just nappy and nasty. And I was like, what in the world is going on? I'm like, I got to get this cut. I went in and she's like, oh, what beautiful curls. I'm like, what are you talking about, beautiful curls? It was a shock, but I love it. I mean, I'm like, God, this is great. Thank you so much. I love this hair. My son the other day, he says to me, "Oh man, you could have saved your young self a lot of money because I used to get perms when I was young." Probably should do this on camera. I'm like, "Yeah, it would have saved me a lot of money." Okay, we're going for it. If it's crooked, it's crooked. Okay, so there's that one. Got that one on there. You know, you can take this sook wing and tear it, but every time I tear it, it tears my paper. So I never really like doing that. Um, so I just suffer this way with it. I'm sure there's probably a better method. And if you guys are avid crafters or junk journal makers or whatever, you could probably tell me the right way to do it. But Oh well, I get by and that's all that matters. Okay, so we got that and that. We're gonna stick them right there. But I want to use these pop dots on it. You're snapping back, so yours was temporary change, but made me more grateful. Yes. Aw, thank you. You love my curls? Thank you. Yeah. Well, I've kind of always been a little bit positive, a little bit positive, but now it's just like I'm more positive, I think. Okay, let's see. I think we're going to just put some puffy things on here because I like puffies. So we're gonna give it some dimension. Oh, Johnny, don't put it there. Put it there. And we're gonna put one here. Okay, and that's gonna just raise it up off of the give it a little bit dimension there. And this one's gonna we're gonna put three. Well, we'll put four on this one maybe. It's gonna put one in the center. One. We're gonna. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out as we go. Here we go. That's what we're gonna do. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, girl, you don't need all those. Okay. So you see, we're gonna have this like. See, I think that brown kind of coordinates with it. That's why I wanted that. And then I really, really wanted when we get that stuck down. I kind of wanted. Where did you put that? I don't know. I was thinking, signs got to have hangers, but I don't know that that's going to work. I love how we all met on here. It's great. I love this community. Um, I don't love it so much that I need to be on here every day, though. I'll tell you that much. Okay, let's see here. So we're going to put this. This isn't taking too long, guys. This isn't taking too long. This gives me hope that I can do another one of these. I'm going to glue these down because I don't like the way those are just popping off too easily. Okay, and then we're going to take the backs off all these. But take all the backs off of these butts. Okay. Put some glue on these. So we're gonna put a little bit of glue here and here and here. Just a little. It'll help me be able to smush this around a little bit if I don't like where it is. And then we're gonna glue this one. Okay. Now I'm not done with this front yet. I'm just telling you that right now. But we can move on. I'm definitely not done with that because we need something right in there. But I'll have to think about that. I will have to think about that. And we might come across something, just something small, like a sticker, because I got all kinds of stickers and stuff that we can use. Um, like a flower. I'm thinking a flower there. I can't get over this. Let's see. Let's see. So this is my basket of stuff that I collected, guys, going around my room, paint chips and stuff. Ooh, like this, something like this, but I don't think that's the right colors. I don't think that's the right colors. Um, so we got a bug. Yeah, I have butterflies, but I don't know if I have any like dragonflies or something like that. Yeah, a bug would be good. But if I find something like this I could cut out, see this, I had more of these fresh herbs, flowers. Let me pull that to the side. I like that. Um, I did have some bug stamps. Let me see if I can find. Oh, look at that beautiful. We might use that on the inside. Um, look at that moth. We'll try that and see what that looks like. That might be not. That might not be. I like these numbers for some reason. I like this bird. Oh, I like this bird. That bird might be too big though, but we'll see. Or a bee. Look at that bee. I'm just pulling stuff out here that I like. Or something like this. We're gonna audition this, guys. You're gonna learn this is how I audition stuff. I kind of pull out a bunch of crap and then I'm like, yeah, let's see. Let's just see. Oh, there's more of those butterflies. I bought all this stuff in one bag together and I didn't really look at it. I just bought the bag. You know how they put those bags at those stores for like $1 or whatever? Oh, these are the ones I was thinking these, but these might not look right. Let's look. Okay, so I got choices. See, this is kind of cute, but that's too big. I think that's too big. See, it kind of covers that up. That was smaller. That would be really cute. You're late, Helen. That's fine. That's fine what we're doing. I'm just decorating the front right now. I got the whole inside to go. I'm not gonna do the whole inside today, but I can real quick show you. Um, so what I did is I started with 4 of these bags, and you can use any size bags you want. And we glued down or taped down the sides here. Okay, you want to go through how many ever pages I did 4, like I said, and you glue down those. I did glue down these gussets right here, but I thought about it later. I probably shouldn't have. Um, it's been a long time since I made one of these. So you can glue them down ahead of time or you can glue them down after you get your journal together. Then you're going to fold them all in half. You're going to punch holes right in there. Or you can do whatever kind of method you like to use. You could sew it. You could staple it. You can do all kinds of different methods there. But then we just fold them in half. Did that. I put a ribbon through it, and now we're just starting with the front cover. And I'm just making some decisions. I don't have anything really planned out. I'm just kind of going with it. Okay. Hi, Orange Jen. How are you? So, this one I got inspired just by these basically these tiles and this paper and kind of going with that now. But then I had just was pulling out these. I like that too, but I don't know that that will really go. We have that choice. Let's see. See, I kind of like that, but I'm not sure about that. See, it's all about the size. When you're doing a small journal, it's all about size. I'm not 100% opposed to that. This is what I was saying, this is probably way too big, but I love that bird. Too bad that bird is too big. Oh my gosh, I love that bird. Okay, birdie, and you got some bugs or something going on right there. That's too bad. Oh, he's a little bit too big, and I don't think he really goes with this paper. See the lines on this paper versus the lines on this? I don't really think that that goes. There's another bug. What do you think about that bug? I don't know, a butterfly with a moth. Chop his legs, but he's still be too big. See if we fold his legs under. I think he's still too big. I mean, he's gonna be up like that. I don't know. I'm not totally happy with the coloring of that. We could use him on another page. I'm really thinking that I like that a lot. I'm really thinking I like the flower idea just because what about that? Um just because we got this butterfly here. I have these. I don't like that aesthetically. I don't like that. Try the flowers. Yeah. So, what do you think about those flowers? Either those flowers, you got to remember they're going to be up like the journal thing. So, it'll be up like that. I do like the yellow and the purple together, or this one, and this would be up like that too. So what do you think? You were kidding. Okay. Well, I thought you were being serious. I couldn't hear the humor in your text. That flower. And I kind of even like, but that's more rustic. I don't like that on there. I liked it before and now I don't. See, that's why you have to, at least I do. I have to play around. I kind of just like that single flower too. So the single white flower, the stack of purple flowers, or this bunch of flowers. I'm Xing that one. But if you guys like it, the purple, you like the purple too. That's what I like. I think I like that contrast between the purple and the yellow. Okay, we're going for it, guys. We're going for that one. But I want to see something. I do want to see what this will look like. Antique linen. Let's see. That was picket fence. Oh, I did ink up all my edges too, guys. They're just coming in. I inked up all my edges with picket fence. So if you ink your edges, you have to do that before you put everything on there. But I want to see what this antique linen looks on the outside of here. Well, antique linen, you need to get yourself alive. I have another antique linen that I might need to bust out. I think we're going to do that because I don't like that stark white on the edges. Just kind of tones it down a little bit so it's not screaming. I'm white! The rest of it's brown! Yeah, I don't like that. What's my favorite smell? Home, now you can focus. Yay. What's your guys' favorite smells? I do really, even though I don't drink coffee, I do really like the coffee smell. Um, but I like citrus. That's a hard question there, garden girl. Oh, that's so much better. That is so much better. I like this better. You guys might not be able to pick that up on camera, but it kind of just mutes it down a little bit so it's not screaming at you so much. I hate things screaming. Vanilla. Yeah, I like vanilla a lot too. I'm gonna have some soap. No, my chapstick is gonna be vanilla. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna pop dot it. I'm gonna get these little dots all over here. Give it some dimension. You like? That's one smell I do not like. I do not like that at all. Ugh, 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 ugh. I know a lot of people like it though. Blech, ugh. You come home and you're smelling like it. Blech. Smell of rain. Yes. You can't pick. Yeah, roses do smell good. You know what? Other smell flower. Whoa, gee. Morgan just bought me hydrangeas the other day, and oh my gosh, they smelled so yummy. They smelled so good. Almost overpowering how good they smelled. Oh yeah, peonies are good. Hydrangeas are smell good. Yeah, flowers, there's a lot of flowers that smell good. That's probably why women are obsessed with flowers. Guys, this I'm gonna have to go back and probably glue this. These pop dots are not working very, I mean, they're not staying, and I'm not secure that they're secure, if you know what I mean. My security and their security is pretty lessened. It's pretty weak. Okay, so we're just putting a little bit of glue on here. If you're just coming in, I do that just to kind of make it so this I can move it around and it's not really stuck. And also I'm doing it because these little dots are not really working great. Now I'm not putting that on straight to the grain, guys. I'm putting it on just a little bit tilted. But I don't want it that tilted. I want it the other tilted maybe. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What do you guys think? I think I need to do something else. Um Yeah, we got to do something different. I got to do, now I've got to do this because this is what happens. This is what happens when you are a crafter. At least this is what happens to me. So now I need to tone this yellow down a little bit. Not a lot. Not a lot. Just like to make things a little bit more. So there's a little, see, there's a little bit distressing there. Just a little. Just a little. Okay. So that's the theme of the thing, guys, here. We'll see how many pages we can do in here. So now we have more of that paper, but the way I do things is, I only have this sheet of this paper, right? And you wouldn't want to use that up right away all in the front of your journal. So you're gonna want to, we're gonna introduce some new paper in here so that it makes it more cohesive, because we don't want to do all this paper up front and then switch to another paper throughout. So we get to make some decisions about some other paper here. And I really really like this paper, but I don't think it's going to work with this because it's too chopped up. I was hoping that, but we might be able to use it for tags or something. I just really like this paper. All your friends are gluten free. Yeah, we're gluten free. Is that what you're saying? Maybe because you have a lot of smart friends. Okay, so let's pick out some paper in here. Yes, okay. Ooh, I like that green right off the bat. Okay, so we're gonna play with that green. We're gonna play with this blue. I don't dislike that. See about this one. Yes, she should be. She should be. She don't listen. Okay. I'm not, unless we tone that down. I don't know about that pink. That pink is not, I'm not loving that pink. Might be able to use this at some point. Might be able to use that. I kind of like that. See, this is what we'll do, and then we'll use like 3 of them, and I'll be like, "Man, why'd you rip all those out of there?" That pink is just a lot. Okay, so that's what we're starting with right there. And I've had these papers for a long time. It doesn't say the date. So I decided just to start using some of this stuff. Okay, I think I'm going to start with this piece actually. So we need oh, we got this flap here somewhere. Flap, flap, flap. We need the flaps. We need to be Somebody needs to be keeping track of me. Where did I put my piece of paper? Oh, right here. That told me the size of my flaps. So my flaps need to be 5.5 by 1 3/8, right? 5.5 by 1 3/8. Well, we'll try it and see if you're right. You could also do this and then cut it just a tad smaller. But we'll do it the way the past Johnny said to do it. So we're gonna start with this one. So we need a 5.5, 5.5. There you go, flipping. Um, I shouldn't say, I mean, I am gluten free, but I'm not, sometimes I'm not hardcore gluten free, but I am I would say I'm 98% gluten free because like I got this new bread that I'm using that is gluten free. So, this is 3. I need 3.5. That's what I need. 3.5. I don't know why I was saying 1 and 3. That didn't make any sense. So 3.5. We'll do it right there. Oopsies. Sometimes when I do these too, and we may do that. I may just kind of put these on here and kind of go with what I think we're gonna use, so that way we can kind of plan it out. How about that, guys? And 5.5, 5.5. And then if we don't like something, we can change it up. You guys like that idea? You like that idea? So that this would be for here. So that would be for right there. And then we need to come up with the other one is 1 3/8. Okay, by 5.5. 5.5 by 1 3/8. Okay, so let's see, what do we want to put with that one? Where did it go? How about you leave this space for a minute. Okay, so with the gingham, we're gonna put the paisley with the gingham, and we need 1 3/8 by 5.5. So 1 3/8. One, and how many marks do I have on here? Half. Let's see. 1 3/8. I don't know about that. We're gonna just mark it like this, and then I'm gonna kind of guesstimate. Let's see where it is on here. Let's see. So that is right there. Oh, so you went to 7/8. Oh, good thing you checked, Johnny. That's 1 7/8. That is not 1 3/8. Okay. I couldn't read my writing because remember I changed it. Okay, good thing I checked it. Okay, so that's 1 7/8 by. What? You're using math terminology, Helen. Oh, God bless your soul, Helen. I hardly even do that when I am sewing. I was like, yeah, that looks about right. Um, so that will be the first page. So 3.5 wide by length of paper. I'm not sure where we were going there. But okay, so that'll be that page. You guys like that idea right there? And then across from it, we will need a Kapowie page. We will need a Kapowie. Thank you. Hi, House of Daisy. Now we need a Kapowie. So, kapow. I have some more paper here that we could dig into. I have more paper. I just don't have enough space. That's my problem. I don't have enough space. I don't know what. This is like a textured. Oh, that's not going to be big enough. I love that paper. But that's textured and that's not going to work. I mean, it's not because it's textured, it's not going to work. Ooh, I like that. It's just not big enough. But we could use that on another page. But this is all leftover from another project. Got some beach vibes. That's not going to work. Hmm. We got to figure out something to put on this page. I got another. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I forgot I had this over here. I'm like, I had to have had some Kapowie paper. Look at this. I have this paper. So, ooh, that yellow. Okay, so we have that. Look at that with the bees. What would that look like with this? Ooh, I like that. Okay, we're gonna tear that one out. I'm gonna tear that one out because I really like that. And I like this one, but I don't know that we're gonna be able to use it. But we're gonna tear that one out too. Okay, so now what do we got going on? We're gonna do this bee because is that bee not adorable? Come on. Yes, yes, yes. That's what we're doing. You love the bee. Yeah, the bee for the garden theme. That's perfect, right? It would be amazing. So we're gonna go 5.5. 5.5. Is that right? I gotta double check I got my bees. This is directional and I don't want to screw it up. You guys help me. Where did I put my Mary, you need to be keeping track of all my supplies for me here. You're not doing a very good job of it. She's like, woman? Yeah, this is 5 1/8. Okay, so 5 1/8 needs to go that way. The 5.5 is, you guys, 5.5 is the big side. Like, duh. Yeah, 5.5 is a big side. Okay, let's cut this off. Cut that edge off because it's not letting me fit it in here. Okay, so that's, you're going in the trash down there. And then we're gonna cut you down to 5 1/8. 5 1/4 8. Safety in the fact I do have more of that paper. So, and then 5.5. Cut that little, sorry, bee, I just cut your head off. Okay, so we'll put that one in here. So this will be when we open up this. Look at how cute that is. See, when you don't plan, sometimes things do work out. So that'll be like that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think they sell these at the lobby of the hobby. Okay, so that's gonna be our first when we open up. Okay, and then we'll go on to this page, and we will. This is when we'll bring back in that other paper that we have. Now these are two full spreads, so I'm not going to be able to use these skinny papers on that because those are a little bit skinnier. So I think we should be able to use this though. So we can use this butterfly here to tie in the front. And look, that's gonna be, we're gonna use it just like that. And then we're just gonna cut off. We're gonna cut it right there on the 1, 2, third line up. Cut that on the third line up. Yeah, the nice thing about this one is you can change this bladey thing, and I like that this lays down on it because a lot of my cutters that I've had over the years, when you put the paper in, it spreads. This thing spreads, and then your paper's not even, and that drives me crazy because I'm like, I know I had that setting in there. So, okay, so we'll put this on this page, okay? And then we'll have to go to this page here, and we need another big sheet of something. So, you guys, what about this? I mean, this is not the same paper pack. I did not get this piece of paper out of this paper pack, but it sure looks like it. Look at that. So, we're going to use this piece of paper for this. Let me cut off the top of this. The yellow. Yeah, isn't that great? I can't believe how much they match. So, we're going to cut that top off of that one. I know. I mean, I was just like pulling stuff earlier. I was just like, yeah, we'll use this and this and this. And then I'm like, those colors are similar. This is the 5 and the 8, right? 5 and the 8. That is not. This is the 5 and 8. 5 and 8. Oh, the cleanup tomorrow is not going to be fun, ladies. If you guys could show up to my house around noon tomorrow, we could clean this up together. I'd appreciate it. Okay, let's see. And then this one's the 5 and 1/2. Okay. Oh, girl, what did you do that for? Why didn't you use your muscles? Okay, we'll try you again. We'll give you another shot. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to put this, we'll have this one here and this one here. Oh, I love those butterflies. So those will be there, right? And then we're going to turn the page and we're going to have this page to work with now. So we're going to plan out this page here. So let's see. So we had, let's just a refresher. We have the gingham or the buffalo check with that and the paisley and the bees. And then we turn the page here and we're going to embellish all these later too. That'll probably be the next show. But then we're going to turn and we're going to have that here. Okay. And then we're going to turn. Okay. We're going to save all these little scraps too because we might end up using them for something. I think we're going to throw in this green because I really like this green. Throw in this green and I really like this blue, but I'm not feeling, we're going to do this. I like this wood grain a lot. So I think we're going to do this wood grain right here on that. And I might do that. I don't know. Because I need a big piece on here. How about let's do wood grain and polka dots. We're going to do the wood grain and polka dots. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's like, oh, this is good. I like this. I like this. It's a good feeling. Okay, so we're gonna cut this little doodad down. This is 5 and 1/2 by 1 3/8. So 5 and 1/2 by 1 7/8. Oh, this might need to be trimmed a little bit more. 7/8 on here. I think that should be right. Okay, put you there. Oh, I did the 1 7/8 on here. Okay, okay, Johnny. Whatever. I got another piece. I got another piece. We'll use you for something else. Start it again. So 5.5. You guys will know the measurements by the time I get done with this. 5.5 by 3.5. 5.5 by 3.5. There we go. 5.5 by 3.5. And that little bad boy will go there. And then we need now, this one's the 5.5 by 5.5 by the 1 7/8, or the 1 7/8. Yes, 1 7/8. Okay. So we're getting lots of little paper scraps over here now. 1 7/8. But this gray and this with this green picks up the gray in this really nicely. So do that right there. And then we got to have a full sheet for here again. So let's see. Let's see. We use that. We use that. We use that. Let's see here. I think we can just go, might just go solid yellow. Um, how do you guys feel about this? Solid yellow. I'll cut it and we'll see what we think. Because that yellow is the same yellow in the butterflies, the butterfly page. So we'll take that and we'll cut this down. And that's 5 1/8 by 5.5. What we'll do is 5.5 first. Let's do our 5.5 first. And then 5 1/8. Okay. So this will be this page. And this will allow us to really go bold on this page. Like we can do some words on that page. It doesn't have to be really super, like we got like this, we could do that on there. It'll make it so that, it's not all super busy. So all your pages don't have to be busy. So we'll do that. Look at all these. We got all these to plan out, guys. We got all these to plan out. So, oh, you were trying to follow measurements? Okay, so we have this to start off. If you guys are just coming in, here's the front of it. Here's the front of it. Here's this. This is the next page. And this will be the next 2 pages. And then this will be the next page. And these spots right here are for tucks. These are for tucks, so we'll be able to tuck right in there because it's got the flap from the bag, the paper bag. That's your flap right there. And then we'll also have tucks right here, right? Because you have these tucks. Because we didn't you now if you make this, you can glue these down and not have tucks in there. So it's gonna be your choice what you would want to do. Okay, so now we probably need to start mixing up some more of this. What's that? Was that gingham out of the small one, or I think that was out of the small one. So it's gonna have to go on another small page right here. But I think I'm gonna use the bees again. I think I'm gonna use the bees again on here because we want to start making it cohesive because we're in the middle of the book. So we kind of want to bring it all together. So this one is a good size for the middle there, and this needs to be 5.5. 5.5. So we'll put that bee there. What do we do on the bee before? Let's see. What did we do with the bee before? Okay, we did the gingham and the paisleys. So I don't really want to. I don't want to really mimic that page. It would just be opposite, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm probably gonna do something different. Um. So that was what we used on that one. We used this before, and that other we used this. Okay, that's what we used on it before, which it goes really well. But something green, I agree. Like to pull out that green right there, I agree. Save a bee for the front. Oh, I got more bees right here too, and I got another page of it. But yes, possibly you're right because you can we can fussy cut those out. Yeah, let's look at a green. But I have two spots, so I'll have to do a little here and a little there. So, but I could always do them both the same too. Not like that. Let's see. I got a green in this. What do we think of? What do we think of that? I mean, I could do that on the big flap. I mean that's in the same book, so the greens are the same. Let's try it. We'll see if we like it. We'll see if we like it. Yes. He's like, yes, do it. See if we like it. Can't hurt, if you don't like it. It's not like that's why I always audition things. You probably do that when you're doing flower arrangements too. Kind of audition things, and then you make them permanent. At least that's what I do. Um, I do that with my flannels too, guys. I have it laying out. I'm like, do I like this or not? So we need 5 1/8 this way. And then if I don't like it after a day, then I tear it apart and redo it. Now, normally on these tutorials, I sell my thing at the end of the show. Obviously, I'm not going to be done with this at the end of the show, guys. So you'll have to come back to the next show if it's something you'd want to buy. But oh, you know what? I did this one too big, but I can use that on a different page. I need to do this one. 5 1/2 by 3 1/2. 5 1/2. Boy, I like that. I like that bottom though. 5 1/2 by 3 1/2. Yes, flower editing. That's right. Well, what did you do wrong here? Mm, you didn't put it up there right or something, Johnny. Well, we can fix that. I didn't know what I did. Still needs a little bit off. Oh, oh, I've been doing them at 3 1/4. 3 1/4. I thought I was doing them at 3 1/2. See, I'm getting cocky. Okay, so there we go. I kind of like that. And then maybe just a small. Let's try it. Might be too much. It almost needs teal. Let's do this. Can we cut this? Let's do this. Let's. There is no way. This has got to be the same pack. Cause there's no way. Oh, it is. I'm a liar, liar, pants on fire. I did not pull it out of there, but I'm like, there is no way that this is not the same paper pack. Here. I'm thinking I'm like doing so great. No, it was not the same paper pack. Okay. I mean, it was the same. Okay, so let's see here. I think we can cut this route right here. Mm, this is what we're gonna do. I'm like, there is no way that that bee can be. on that same. I mean, some designers use the same things, but that was just too coinkadink. Okay, so let's go here and here. I'm trying see if you guys see what I'm doing. I'm trying to cut it out so that I'm getting that B in there. So I am wasting some paper around it. Oh, yay, House of Daisy. You unlocked the bronze tier. Make sure you add that, redeem that. House of Daisy, I don't know if you heard I have soap. I do have soap in the buy it now. Um, we can always cut that down if we need to. Okay, so I wanted that bee and that butterfly, so I cut around it. You need to go back to your spot in this book. You need to go this way. Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Mm, I'm gonna find the plain teal. I think that's too busy. It's just too busy for my eyes. It's too busy. So we're gonna use that on a different page because it's already put down. Yep, that's what I think. I agree. I agree. So I think I'm gonna use this one right here. I agree. I'm glad we're on the same thought process here, Erica. Otherwise, we'd have some problems here, right? Are you not open all the way? Is that your problem? Okay. So I think after we get all these pages cut, then that'll be end of this. But then like I said, I'll schedule this I'll schedule it not too far away because I don't want to forget what I'm doing. And I don't want to leave this stuff all out. So do I have Flippin', can you look and see if I have a tutorial for next Friday? If I don't, I probably will do this next Friday. Or I can rearrange it so that I'm doing this next Friday. I want to use that end right there. So I need 5.5. Yeah. I don't consider myself a designer though. I need to take off a smidge. This is 5 1/8. So I'll schedule the oh girls. I'm like getting a whole I'm making a whole thing. I just need a 1 3/4, a 5.5 by 1 3/4. 1 7/8. I'm doing a whole page. That's why I'm not keeping track of what I'm actually cutting for. That's fine. No problem. Okay. So, yeah, that looks way better. Mucho. Mucho bien. So, there we go. That'll be that page right there. No, you don't. Okay. So, we'll finish this after we get these pages done. We have 1, 2, 3 more spreads to do. After we get these done, then we'll finish this next week. Okay, so what did we do on this? We did that green, right? So we got green, blue. I've got to refresh myself. I don't want to be like the next page turns over. We got the yellow there with that. And then we have this. Oh, that one. That's what I wanted to use. Is the one that we were gonna. Oh, we can't use it on that page. So maybe we'll use it on this page. Um, where did you go? Looking for that one that I cut that thin strip of that butterfly. Oh, right here. Because maybe I can use that on here if we build up around that one. I'm gonna skip that other page and do that right now. Just while I'm thinking about it. Just while I'm thinking about it. So we're gonna do that and that, and then we're gonna do. Mm, I don't want that together. Mm-mm-mm. Where's those other ones? I do have some of these I could still use. I think I could still use those. I still have this. Still have that. See, those really are not big enough for that. I don't know. What do we think of that? I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Susan. How are you? I think that's what I'm going to do, but I don't know for sure. I'm not sure here. I'm trying to go through my papers here. Where did we use that yellow? Is that how many pages back was that yellow? Okay, that was enough pages back. I think we could do yellow here. Oh yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. So this one needs to be 5 1/8 by 5 1/2. Oh, thank you. Can't go wrong with teals and yellows, right? 5 1/8. Okay, so we're gonna go, and I'm trying to use some of these scraps. Like this one didn't come. I use these on a different journal. And then this one needs to be 5 1/2 by 3 1/2. Or did I say three? I was actually cutting them at 3 1/4, I think. I wasn't cutting them at 3 1/2. We're gonna find out, Johnny. You might have just screwed that up. Okay, so there we go. We'll do that one for there. Yeah, I like that because I wanted to use that butterfly. So that kind of ties that question. What are the measurements again? Okay, Helen, it's going to depend on what bag you use. Like this bag was this bag is this right here, and this is one I got from Michaels. So they're thicker and they're pretty hefty, but this one was 11 and about 11 and an eighth, and the width was 5 and just, I mean, you might as well call it 5 3/4. Okay, so that was the size of the bag. But this journal that I did before is a bigger bag. This one, and I have bags like this, not available right now, but I've had them in my buy it now. For this one's a 6 inch bag by it was 6 by 12, and I have lots of those available, and I need to put them in my buy it now for next week. But I bought these in bulk, like I bought 300 of them at one time. But you can do it with any size bag. So you just would measure your flaps, your how big like this one has a bigger flap, and so I liked this bag because it had a bigger flap and a less right here. So you kind of just have to work with whichever bags you buy, and they're all workable, and you can just make them different sizes. Like I said, you can use recycled bags if you get a really big bag like this with a handle. You can cut those handles off and use that one. So you're just going to have a tall, skinny one, right? So you can just work with whatever bag and just adjust your measurements. So, okay. So Now we have two basically big bold pages that we need to do. And I think we need to, well, we're going to have to save this for the back. 100% we're going to save that for the back right there. Okay. So we need, that only gives us this right here. Let's go ahead and cut that off so we know that we're safe. Let's go ahead and do that back right now so Johnny doesn't cut that, because you know, guys, I will do it. You guys that have been around me a while, you know, I'll just be picking that up and using it, and then I'll be like, oh, I guess we got to change the plan now. I guess we got to change the plan. 5 1/8. Okay. So, oh, girl. Oh, well, we're gonna be changing the plan. What did you just do? No, I got another piece. If it's in that book, I got another piece. See, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. This is what I do. This is what I do. This is how I craft. This is why my room is a mess. I'm like, whatever. We'll figure it out later. Leave that to future Johnny. That's her problem. Okay. So what I was gonna say is I wanted to use this on and now I can because I just made it easy for myself to use that on one of these pages here. So no, I can't because I still screwed it up. Mm, mm-mm. No, you know what, girls? This is what we're doing. This is where we're changing it up. Okay. hmm This is how you learn to fix your boo boos. Because this is what we're doing. We are doing this. Some of you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, Helen's like, this woman crafts so psychotic. She could have done this so much easier if she would have just did whatever the math was and been done with it. But what fun would have that been, Helen? What fun would have that been? This is so much more entertaining seeing somebody screw up and have to fix their mistakes. So you guys can see I'm human. Okay, so what we're going to do, changing up the plan, Stan. We are going to put something on the bottom of here. I just got to figure out what we're doing. We're going to do that maybe cuz we're going to make a little pocket here. See, we're going to do a pocket. We're going to do a pocket. We don't have a pocket here. We could always put a pocket here. Why haven't we done any pockets yet? So, there you go. You think yellow at the bottom. Okay, let's see what the yellow looks like. Too bad that's not already big enough. If that was big enough, then I could do that one. But that's not going to be a big enough tuck spot. I have a big tuck spot. You got to be able to tuck a book in there, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I like your yellow idea. I was just trying to use scraps if I had scraps, but I don't have any. So we're going to eyeball you. We're just eyeballing it. Let's eyeball it a little bit bigger, Johnny, because you're going to screw it up. Mute it with stamp. Mute it with stamp. Oh, okay. Well, I'm thinking, oh, I get what you're saying. Um, but see, on the other one, I had some pockets on this end, which I was gonna add those later, but since I have want a pocket here, right? I can just when I go to fix this, just to fix it so that now it looks like it was on purpose. So that'll be short and I'll be able to have a tuck spot right there, right? But I didn't want to make it too big because I didn't want to cover that butterfly. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm like, okay, I screwed this up, but there's always a way to fix your screw ups, especially with crafting. And this is why you don't glue anything down right away. You just are like, okay. And then next week we'll come and glue this stuff down and then we'll embellish this thing and that'll be fun, right? That'll be lots of fun. Okay, so this is what we're doing on the bottom of that one. Okay, so there you go. That cloud one, the cloud one. I am so confused right now. The cloud one. I don't have a cloud one. I really need to bring this back in here somewhere because it was just up front, but it doesn't look right there. Stamp that's a cloud one. Stamp that's a cloud one. Hmm. The white stamp. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. The picket fence distress stuff. The picket fence. This you're saying? This is why you like Tisha Moore patches because I'm like, okay, I didn't do that right, and who cares? And I can screw them up, and nobody really thinks I screwed them up, right? Yeah. Ooh, ooh. I like that. So, did we decide that's wide enough or not? See, I could make a pocket on both sides of this one, and I could use that. I really like it. I don't think we're gonna care if that because I think I can fix that. I think I can address this issue later with some ribbon or something. So I think that's what I'm going to do. This see guys so the guys this is a little bit short on this side right here. The paper's not wide enough. So what I think I'm going to do is when I go the messiness, yes. So what I think I'm going to do is when we go to glue these in and you know whatever fussy them up, I can always like take I'm just going to show you this example in case you guys don't make it in. I can always take and I can fussy this up with a ribbon down the edge like that or something. So I'm not going to let that stress me out about that not fitting perfectly. We'll just address that later. Okay. You guys are like, why are you marking it when you know your measurements? Because obviously I'm not measuring things correctly every time. Doing it from this angle, I'm not like really on top of my ruler and I'm just kind of shoving it out there. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So guys, this is great. This is great. I'm excited about this. I was not excited about this journal when I started, but now I'm really excited about it. Okay, so we got this, we got this, we got this, and then we have this last page right here. And I need this gingham to show up in my life again. Where are you, gingham? Come to mama. Or did I only pull one of you out? Did I only pull one of you out of that pack? I think I need only pulled one. I need to pull another one. Not because I really like that buffalo. Yes. Or another pocket. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Pulling some of that pink, right? I'm gonna do some of this gingham. Where are you at? Come to mama. And we can pull in other colors when we are playing with it next week too, right here. This is the one I want. So we're going to do this on this page. And we're going to do it on the back page. We're going to do it on the back page. So we're going to cut that 5.5. Okay, so that'll be that page. And then we just need to figure out this page. Ooh, we didn't use these stripes, but I don't want to do that. Oh, let's put the butterflies back in here. Let's put the butterflies back in here. Ooh, is that too much? Is that too much? I mean, we can tone it down with some paper later. We can put something on here to tone it down. The bird, yes, the bird. We're gonna have to do that. We're gonna look at that. What do you guys think? Is that too much? I can always change my mind next week if I decide I don't like it. I think I'm gonna go with it right now. I mean, we're not gluing it down. And then if we don't like it next week, I can always change it, right? Okay, they're pretty together. Thank you for humoring me. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so that's what we're doing, and then I'll cut one later for the back because we already know what we're doing with the back. So this, guys, we did good. So this is the journal so far. If you're just coming in, this is the front of it, and we got this. All this is basically done. I don't think I'm gonna do anything else to that. And then we have these. That was our inspiration. And then we have this is our first pages. Let me back you up. Let me back you up, girls. There you go. Those are our first pages. And then we got a lot still to do. This might seem like, oh my gosh, we're almost there. No, we got a lot to do. These are the next pages. So when you guys see these journals and people want a lot of money for them, now you know why, because there's a lot of work done to them. So there's our next pages. And this is the next page. This will be the next one. And then we have this one. Oops, that is that. Yeah, that is right. Okay. And then we have this one. I think it flows pretty good. And then we'll have the back of it. And you guys, I might do some kind of crazy closure on this. I don't know. We'll see. Because sometimes it just feels like it needs maybe a good closure. But we'll see. I don't know. Okay. Love it. Where's that bird at? Let's see what that bird looks like. We're just gonna pretend and then we'll be done here. Let me clean up this. Where did we put the bird? Where did we put the bird? I'm excited to come back next week. You guys, it was hard to do this because I was like, I'm not inspired by anything. Nothing's inspiring me. In that pile, I know. In that, thank you. In that pile. In this pile. In this basket right here. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Move you out of the way. We're done with you right now, girl. She wants this bird. This bird's gonna have to have something done. He's gonna have to have some twine done around him or something. I don't know about this bird. Oh, you're thinking like on here, this bird on here. Woo! And that was an accident, guys. That was not a bolo wooey. I was not trying to do that. Yes, great. I hope you're here. I like it when people are here chit chatting with me, just crafting along with me. I love it. Okay, guys, I'll schedule this for next Friday. Let's go raid somebody. You guys want crafting? You want clothes? You want jewelry? Just tell me what you guys wanna do, and that's where we'll go. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, good. I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you had fun. We're just gonna go to My Eclectic Emporium.